So everybody studying economics might be aware of investment multiplier of J.M. Keynes. The same has been applied to international trade. It is foreign trade multiplier or export multiplier. And let us examine how does foreign trade multiplier will work in an open economy model. So as I said, foreign trade multiplier is also called export multiplier. It operates just like the investment multiplier, as investment multiplier measures the increase in income, increase in national income due to a unit increase in investment. Similarly, foreign trade multiplier measures the increase in national increase in income due to a unit increase in investment on export rather than mere export. So in other words, foreign trade multiplier measures how does a unit increase in investment on exports leads to increase in national income. So whenever the investment on export sector, on export industries increases, it will surely leads to increase in national income. So this foreign trade multiplier is the measurement of how does the investment on export industries create national income, how much income will be created due to the impact of investment on export industries. Surely not all exports will generate more and more income. Some export will generate more income, some exports will generate less income than other exports. This is determined by the value of marginal propensity to save and marginal propensity to import. Marginal propensity to save is denoted by small s. Similarly, marginal propensity to import is measured by small m. So as long as these values are low, the value of foreign trade multiplier will be higher, and as long as these values are higher, the foreign trade multiplier value will be lower. So there will be an inverse relation between the values of marginal propensity to save and import and foreign trade multiplier. As saving and import are considered as the leakages of income as per the Keynesian investment multiplier. So it is pretty much clear that in a closed economy model, in a purely closed economy model where there is no external sector, where there is no export and import, the income is completely determined by consumption and saving, consumption expenditure plus saving expenditure, C plus S. So Y is equal to C plus S. As saving is equal to investment, then Y is also equal to C plus I. C refers to consumption expenditure and I refers to investment expenditure. This is in the presumption that saving is equal to investment in a fair, free economy, where in a closed economy. So Y is equal to C plus S, that is also equal to C plus I, as C and S and I, saving and investment, domestic saving and domestic investment are equal in an equilibrium income. So we know the investment multiplier. Investment multiplier is the change in national income due to change in investment. So it can be denoted by delta Y. Delta Y refers to change in income. So that is the impact of multiplier, that is change in income, is equal to 1 by MPS into delta I. 1 by MPS is marginal propensity to save, or 1 by 1 minus MPC. So as the value of MPS is greater, the investment multiplier will be lower. So as long as the value of MPS is lower, investment multiplier value will be higher. So there is an inverse relation between marginal propensity to save and investment multiplier. This is the case of investment multiplier. This can be directly employed into the foreign trade multiplier. Here we want to incorporate marginal propensity to import and investment on export industries. So in an open economy where there is foreign trade, where there is export and import, the national income of a country will be determined by adding export minus import with the national income of the closed economy. That is, y is the national income. Y is equal to c plus I plus x minus m. SC refers to consumption expenditure, I refers to investment expenditure, x stands for exports, and m stands for import. So this is the net trade should be added to the closed economy national income. That is the national income determination in an open economy where international trade plays an important role in income generation. This is the condition for equilibrium income in an open economy, that is equal to S plus M is equal to I plus X. That means S stands for domestic saving, M stands for total import, I stands for investment, plus X stands for export. That means in a closed economy, S is equal to I, that means savings is equal to investment, and when we go to the open economy, here we have to add the foreign trade, then S plus M is equal to I plus X. So after rearranging these terms, we will get S minus I, that is saving minus investment, is equal to export minus import. So this is the equilibrium level of income of a nation in an open economy model. Here the total value of import is determined by the marginal propensity to import and national income. So national income into marginal propensity to import is the total import of the nation. Then change in import, that is represented by delta M. Delta M is the increase or decrease or change in import is caused by marginal propensity to import into change in national income. So what change is occurring in the national income of a nation, that should be multiplied with the marginal propensity to import. Its value lies in between 0 and 1. A nation will be in equilibrium when saving is equal to investment in a closed economy model. But in an open economy model, the saving plus import will be equal to investment plus export. So this is delta S plus delta M stands for change in saving and change in import is equal to the change in investment and change in export. So the change in these indicators will be equal in the equilibrium income of a nation in an open economy model as delta S or change in saving is obtained by multiplying the delta Y by marginal propensity to save. So S into delta Y is a total change in saving, and M into delta Y, that is a total change in import, as M stands for marginal propensity to import, delta Y is a change in national income. So delta M is a change in import. So foreign trade multiplier coefficient KF is equal to delta Y by delta X. That means delta Y is a change in national income, delta X stands for the change in investment on export. That means foreign trade multiplier coefficient is measured by dividing the change in national income due to the change in investment on export industries, that is delta Y by delta X. That is also that is calculated by 1 by S plus M. S plus M stands for marginal propensity to save plus marginal propensity to import, that is 1 by S plus M into delta X. Delta X here stands for change in investment on export industries. So, as long as the values of S and M are higher, the value of foreign trade multiplier will be lower. So, as long as the values of S and M are higher, the values of foreign trade multiplier will be lower. That means there will be an inverse relation between S and M with foreign trade multiplier. So, in order to have a higher foreign trade multiplier value, the marginal propensity to save and import must be lower. Here the important thing is, while calculating foreign trade multiplier, we need to get the data of marginal propensity to save, marginal propensity to import, and change in investment on export industries. When we have three data with us, we can easily calculate foreign trade multiplier coefficient. So, it is important for the macroeconomic policy determination of a nation. So, then a nation should aware of what kind of change will happen in the national income of that nation due to the investment on that nation's export industries. So, having said that, there are two possibilities of income determination in an open economy model. First, when exports are assumed to be constant or delta X is equal to 0, that means there is 0 change in export. Exports are constant here, then the income determination is equal to the change in investment times the foreign trade multiplier. So, there is no role for the export. That means exports are remaining constant, then the income determination is done by investment. So, another case is investments are assumed to be constant. So, when then the income is completely determined by the export. Then the income is equal to the export times change in export times the reciprocal of the sum of marginal propensity to save and marginal propensity to import, that is 1 by S plus M into delta X. This is the case of income determination when investment is assumed to be constant. So, these are the two possibilities of income determination in an open economy model. So, in order to operate the foreign trade multiplier in full swing, there are a few assumptions. First one is full employment is assumed in the domestic economy. So, this is needed to operate full foreign trade multiplier in full swing. So, this is the ideal situation. There is no unemployment in the domestic economy, and second one is there is direct link between domestic and foreign countries for import and export. That means there is no barriers for international trade. There is free trade is assumed here. Third one is it is on a fixed exchange rate system and there is no exchange rate volatility. And fourth one is multiplier is based on instantaneous process without any time lag. No accelerator is assumed. That means the effect of change in consumption on private investment did not consider here. There is no trade barriers and there will be no exchange control. Domestic investment remains constant. Government expenditure is constant. So when we consider all these in operation, all these in place, we need to consider the impact of those in income determination. So this is the income determination in an open economy. So when we need to assume these remains constant, so then only we will be able to explain the change in income determination due to the change in investment on export. And the analysis is applicable for two countries. This is in fact a two country model. So foreign trade multiplier is an extension of investment multiplier. In fact, foreign trade multiplier measures the income determination of a nation in an open economy model where there is free trade between two nations. And foreign trade multiplier refers to the change in income due to change in investment on export.